Hi class, this is Enichi Abahart with my week 2 AHA blog. What stood out to me the most this week in our readings was in chapter 4 of the Socialism, Fascism, and Mafia. They were talking about the desperate living conditions of Sicilian peasants, and Rossi, who was a journalist, he recorded the story of of one of the officers had told him. And recalling the story, it talks about how there was a man who, at the time, they were dividing up their harvest of grain from over the year. Um, at the end of dividing up the harvest, the farmer only had a small mound of grain left for him and his family. He had about 4 or 5 children and a wife. Um, the officer goes on to say how the farmer had a blank stare on his face, I guess, to imagine that he's worked so hard in this entire year, and this is all that he has to show for to provide for his family. And the reason why it stuck out to me is because my great grandparents were sharecroppers, and to know that you have about 15 children, my great grandparents had 15 children to feed, that you have to do all this work and this is all that you get. Um, it's a harsh reality, and it has actually happened. Um, there was a lot that we covered within these 3 chapters that we had to read, but out of all the realization, to me, this hit home, and it goes to show you that not only here in the South, but just throughout the world, it's just indecencies and cruelties. This week is pretty short. I've had a really, really rough week, class. I do apologize. Um, I plan to make it up in other odd blogs, but that's going to do it for me tonight. Thanks.